My name's Mark Wilson and I am the director.
My name is Samantha Faree and I play the part of Anna.
I'm Charlie Summers and I play the part of Cora.
I am Sophie Dearlove and I'm playing Denise.
I love concentrated, really small pieces of work that are very rich in content, and this play is very rich in content. I like the idea of relationships between the three women in the play. That's really what drew me to it in the first place. The Approach by Mark O'Rowe is based on the lives of three different characters. It's about three separate conversations over a span of about 3 years. And over that time, we see the women talking in pairs, never all together. Two of the women are sisters, and they have fallen out over a relationship with the same man. And the third character is a friend of theirs. So I'd say that's what basically the play is about.
Anna is a sister and she's also a friend. She's dealing with the anger that she feels towards her sister. She looks back at all of the events through her life, really. Her relationship with her sister, with her parents, with her friend, with her boyfriends, and it's how she thinks about them all during the period of the course of the 3 or 4 years that the play takes place.
Cora finds herself in the middle of an estrangement between the two sisters, and she is determined to do what she can to try and bring the sisters back together. So she's quite a brave character. It takes a lot to be able to put yourself in that position and to push through when you're getting resistance from both sides. But it's a really interesting and challenging part to play.
Denise is quite complicated in the sense that she appears to be stronger, I think, than she is, as many of us do. And I find that her relationship with her sister is one that she misses, and she's lost a lot of people in her life, and I think she realises how much feels a loss of that, of those people that are missing. But I like her. I like Denise very much. Whenever you do a play, there's always going to be a challenge. There's always going to be something that you couldn't do as well at the beginning that you can do better, hopefully, at the end. And the challenge of the accent was certainly something that attracted the play to me, because I thought, oh, I think I can do this, but I'm not 100% sure I can. But I think it's been a challenge, certainly to me.
I mean, I didn't want to do it because it was in Irish. I was literally, I heard that Mark was doing The Approach, and I was really scared about taking on an accent like that, but it was too good an opportunity not to do it, so.
Absolutely. And in terms of the accent, for me, is that when I first auditioned for this and read the play, I thought my Irish accent was really good. And then we started working on it and I realised my Irish accent was really, really needed a lot of work. So that's been great. It's been really good to watch so much Irish TV and listen to podcasts and just immerse a little bit in Irish culture. And so I've really enjoying Ireland and Dublin and as part of the research. So that's been fun.
And it's been like, we've all been in the same boat, haven't we? We've all grown in terms of how we can, I mean, we'll see.
And a nice thing about it being in Irish, needing an Irish accent, is that when we're not rehearsing, but just talking, we'll talk in Irish accents.
No, we won't.
Well,
what are you talking about?
We try.
The rehearsal process has been lovely. It's been a very sort of gentle journey, and that's part of the reason I wanted to do this play, is because I felt it's three women at a point in our lives where we've all been through things, seen things, lost people. So we can all connect with it in some different way.
The play itself is 3 conversations, and so we've been grouped into pairs, and we've got to really work closely with one another, work closely with Mark, get to know each other really well. I mean, we knew each other very well anyway, but to build on that and then to bring it all together has been really quite an exciting and different way of approaching things, isn't it?
It's like we are little detectives trying to understand what the playwright meant and what the characters are really saying, because it's not clear. And so I think when the audience watch it, there's this, oh, they said that, and I think they'll really enjoy the dynamic between and the different conversations that are happening, and you think you've heard it once and then you haven't and you're not sure. So it is like being a detective to try and figure out.
And working out the truth.
Yeah, what the truth
and we don't
could
even
be.
always agree on what we think the truth is. So,
no.
But I suppose that's part of it.
I mean, I think for the audience, it's a very demanding play. But, I mean, for me, I go to the theatre to work as a member of the audience, to understand the dynamics, to think about that, to discuss it afterwards. And that's what makes it exciting. That's why live, well, and film, I suppose, but why live theatre is so exciting for me. And that's the sort of experience I want to, through this wonderful cast, it's the experience I want the audience to have. But a well-told story is what we're about. You know, I always say, tell the story. It's our job.
This is a classic story of an estrangement, but underneath it, it's actually about the lies we tell each other and ourselves just to make ourselves feel better about the decisions we've made, I think.
The play covers a period of 5 years. There's a lot of repetition that comes up. There's things that are said in multiple conversations. It begins and ends in an interesting way, is all I shall say. It's a beautifully written play, and the more we rehearse it and the more we read it and the more we listen to it, the things just keep jumping out at us.
Yeah, and it sort of breaks the rules a bit, doesn't it? Because it starts as linear, but, you know, it establishes that as a pattern, but actually it then jumps back to the beginning. So it's quite important to listen closely. Otherwise, you might miss some important details.
When I sit in an audience, if I don't care really what happens to these people on stage, then I'll usually go at the interval. Because that to me is a sign that I'm not being engaged with, I'm not being drawn in. But when I care about what happens to these people, then, you know, I'll come back a second night and see it again.
I would like the audience to be, because there's lots of versions of different stories in this play, I would like all of the audience to be in the room next door, in the bar, talking about the play. To me, is that they leave with the questions, with the, well, what was true, what wasn't true. I would love that. That would really bring me joy at the end of this.
That's what I was going to say. I want them to disagree, because what I've really enjoyed is disagreeing with you lot about what it actually means, because there's no definitive answer. Well, I think there is, and they're all wrong. But that's part of the...
Clearly that's not true.
So the run of the play is, it starts on Friday the 21st of March and runs through until Saturday the 29th. There is one matinee on a Sunday, and the rest are evening performances, apart from Monday when there is no performance at all. The play lasts about an hour and a quarter, so you're out of here by 8:45, which is fantastic.
But no, except if you're going to go to the bar.
Oh yeah, to talk about
to
the
talk
things,
about the play. Yeah, and it's at the NVT.
And it's at the New Venture Theatre. Yeah.